What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Dwayne, aka Joyrider, and everybody's been asking me, what was I thinking when I bought this bike? Well, how about you meet me back here in a minute and I'll tell you all about it. Peace. Well, I'm back, and I wanted to take some time to make a little bit different video than I normally make. Today, I want to talk to you about my bike. I want to talk to you about what came on the bike, why I bought this bike, why I chose this bike, and all the things that I've added to the bike since I've got it. I've done a little bit to it, not a whole lot, but it's a little bit. So I'm going to be trying to give you all the specs that I can possibly think of. I even got my iPad here right behind me, just in case I forget some things. So bear with me. But I want to be able to give you a good view of what this bike has on it. This is literally the Cadillac of motorcycles. If you're looking for something that is more comfortable and very relaxing and such a really smooth ride, well, this is the bike. This has every bell and whistle you can possibly think of on it. And if it doesn't have it on this bike, it can have it on this bike. And so that is the beauty of it. I think that one of the biggest things that I like about this bike the most is that I can do so much with it, and I can continue adding to it and changing it and making it my own. And so let's just get right into the video. Let's talk about it. So let's go with the basic stuff that we should already know, and if we don't, I'm going to tell you about it. First and foremost, we got the Milwaukee 8 engine. This is an amazing engine. I'm so glad that Harley upgraded their engine and created this Milwaukee 8. This is a very powerful engine, and I think these bikes like this require that kind of engine. It's a 107, so it's an upgrade from the 103. My Dyna Lowrider that I had before this was a 103. This 107, I think, is absolutely required for a bike this big. I actually think that I would have liked to have the 110, but that would have required me to pay a little bit extra money that I wasn't willing to pay for a newer model. And so, as you guys know, this is a 2018 Ultra Limited, 2018. And when I bought this bike, I only had a little over 9,000 miles on it. It was not much. It was just a little over 9,000 miles on it, and I got a great deal on it. And so, this is one of this bike here has everything that I can possibly want and imagine, and I want to talk to you about everything that's on it. So, the Milwaukee 8, the 107, it is liquid cool. We got the liquid cool going through here. That is absolutely amazing. It comes with the hill shifter, which at first, I'm not gonna lie, I wasn't used to it, and I didn't really care for it. But I told myself if I'm gonna keep it, I might as well get used to it and not try to use it as if it wasn't there. So I worked with it every time I got on the bike. I used the hill shifter, and now I love it. I don't know if I could go back to going without it. It makes life so much easier riding on something like this. Okay. Um, and then let's see. The next thing we want to talk about is, as you see, we got the back wing fairing, which is the fixed fairing. I think that it comes down to preference whether you want the bat wing or the which is the fixed fairing, or the non-fixed fairing. Um, uh, I don't really see a whole lot of difference with the fixed fairing when you're riding. It is as smooth as butter when you're riding. So I am a fan of the fixed fairing, but that doesn't mean it's the better fairing. It just means it's what I prefer. So if you don't like that, that's up to you. But that's what I prefer. I like the fixed fairing. Okay, the next thing we have on here is on the grips. We have heated grips. Oh my goodness. I am looking forward to this. I've only tested it out once because it was only cold enough to test it out once since I've bought it. And it is a game changer, folks. game changer. That kept my hands warm. I didn't even need to wear winter gloves at the temperature that it was at, and I was nice and toasty. So these heated grips are amazing. We also comes with cruise control. Cruise control, man, that's a must if you're trying to do some long-term riding. Cruise control, you absolutely need to have it. This is the first time that I've ever had cruise control, and I don't know what I would do without it at this point, to be 100% honest. And then we have on here, we have our infotainment center. This thing is really cool. I've always wanted a stereo on my bike, and I finally got one. This infotainment center is absolutely amazing. It even comes with built-in navigation. I didn't have to pay extra for. The one thing that I would say is that the navigation probably could be better. It probably is better on like a 2020 or above, right? But this is a 2018, so I take what I can get. It still works well, but if I had to choose between using my phone or the navigation system on here, I probably would use my phone. But that doesn't deter me from this bike. I absolutely love it. Um, let's see what else. All right, so I love the different foot pegs they have on here. These foot pegs for the passenger, absolutely amazing, absolutely amazing. It gives them plenty of room for their feet, and I have plenty of room on mine as well. The only downfall to this is that because they have more foot peg to put their foot on, it doesn't give me a whole lot of space in between where mine is at to walk the bike out when I need to walk it out. So that's a slight issue, but again, nothing that detracts me because this bike is amazing. Um, let's see here. We got the LED lights on the front. They're absolutely brighter than bright. We have, let's see, yeah, we have three LED lights here, and I think they are absolutely amazing. On here on the fairing, I forgot to let you know we have a vent here that opens and shuts. So I have a little button here that I can open and shut this vent. So it just makes the buffeting a little less when you keep it open versus shutting it. But in the wintertime, if you want to keep that shut so that you don't get so much air coming in, I think it's perfect. It's a good little feature they have on here. I don't think they kept this feature as they got into the newer models, and so it kind of throws me off. I don't know why they didn't keep it, but I think it's a good feature. Also, we got the windshield. This windshield. So I'm 5'7", folks. Everybody says if you're not 5'8" or taller, this bike is too big for you. I'm 5'7", and where I sit on this bike, this windshield is perfect height. Perfect height. I don't get any buffeting. I have a modular headset so that I lift my modular up on my helmet, and it's up here, and I still don't get any buffeting. I would have to raise up to get buffeting. That's how perfect this is for my height at 5'7". And we're going to get into that as well. We'll get into the whole height thing because a lot of people say, well, you can't ride these bigger motorcycles if you're not a certain height or more. I'm going to tell you right now, I have learned some tricks. I've done some things to help me with this bike, and I am in a place where I can pretty much flat foot it on a level ground now that I've done the things that I've done, and it makes it so much easier for me to ride. So whether it's a big bike or not, whether I'm taller than 5'7", which I'm not, I am 5'7" to a T. This bike is easy for me to ride at 5'7", and not only just me, but I ride my wife on the back, and I'm able to do just fine with her on the back as well. So, oh yeah, I'm going to stop doing that. I'm going to stop saying my wife. I'm going to start saying Amanda because she does have a name. And so I'm going to call her by name. So Amanda, when she rides on the back, it is easy to ride her with me. And I don't have any struggles at all when it comes to being this bike being as big as it is and me being 5'7". All right. Then we can go into, you got your hardcover saddlebags. These things have plenty of space in them. I love, love, love how they open up. It is a very simple uh, latch here. I can take one or two fingers, usually just one, and I can pop that latch real easy and open it up. It's beautiful. Love it. Love it. And it's got plenty of space. And then behind this, there is your adjustable suspension. I have already adjusted it once to test it out. It works really easy. You got two knobs here that you can just turn and twist. This whole thing comes right off. It doesn't take any tools. It doesn't take anything to pull this saddlebag off. You just turn them and pops off. Love it. Absolutely. I might be biased, but I might say I love it probably way too many times in this video, but that's okay. All right. And then we're gonna go into, and I got I got Amanda's phone as well. I'm gonna do some video in, so you guys can see inside the trunk. You won't be able to see it right now, but the trunk has enough space for anything you want. So this trunk is absolutely amazing. I have right now, I put a divider in this trunk so that I can separate my stuff. I'm gonna move the flag. But as you can see, I have my full face helmet in there. And then I have two compartments with my gloves, glasses, and then I got a few different parts for my headset and for videoing in that little spot. But if I wanted to take this divider out, I could take the divider out right here, this thing right here, and then I can have room to put two full face helmets in here, no problem at all. My wife and I put our helmets in here all the time when we go riding and we get off the bike to go do something, maybe get something to eat. It's absolutely amazing. So this trunk space is huge and I love it. I love the trunk space. All right, then you have a very easy latch here, real easy to open and shut, and then you got your locks on your saddlebags and on your trunk. Love that. I love the rack, the luggage rack. I have not got to use this luggage rack yet, but I am getting ready to purchase a actual suitcase slash bag type deal that fits this luggage rack perfectly. All right, so we're gonna go on around here, and then as you can see here, my pipes are Vance and Hines. This is not something that comes stock, folks, but this is what came on my bike. The Vance and Hines 2-in-1. Love it. It has a nice growl to it. It is a little louder than I expected it to be, but it is awesome. And then we have the Screaming Eagle ventilator kit right here. That is amazing. It does a great job. Also, the Liquid Cool cooling system on here. As I was talking to you before, this is where it's at on both sides, and it actually does a really, really good job of keeping the engine cool. My legs don't get super hot when I'm starting and stopping, maybe in traffic. It is great to have. Let's see here. Okay, and then I forgot, we have the speakers. We have the speakers on here. We have the speakers on here. I forgot about the speakers. This is one of my favorite features as well, because everybody who does not have the touring pack always says, well, the speakers could be louder. Why? Because they only have two. They have one here and one here for their speakers, and they always say that it's not loud enough when you're going too fast on the expressway. But I have not just two, but I have four speakers, one on each side for Amanda to listen to the music as well, and it is crystal clear. Matter of fact, I have tested it out. It doesn't matter what speed I'm going, and no, I'm not going over the speed limit just to test it out, but I have gone at 70 miles an hour, and I haven't had any issues with hearing my music through these speakers. Even on windy days, no problem. And I don't even turn up my music full blast to be able to hear it. I've never had to turn up the sound system full blast to be able to hear the music, even on the expressways or on windy days. So that is a huge plus for me. Love it. There it goes again. I love it, right? Let's see. What else do we have here? I think this is pretty much all of the major specs on here. If I forgot something, please let me know. I will be sure to answer any questions you might have about this bike in the comments. Uh, and if you like this content, always remember, please like and subscribe. As always, I don't do this for the money. I have a great job, make plenty of money, not worried about that. I do this because I love to be able to make content and make it for you guys. And so the more people that are liking and subscribing to my channel, the more they will promote my stuff so that more people can see it. Okay. Um, let's see here. Now that I got that out the way. All right. So, what are some of the things that I have done to the bike since I've bought it? Now, I'm not a fan of doing like completely changing the bike. The reason why I bought this bike was because I liked the way it was for the most part. Okay. Um, I try not to spend money on something that I have to spend a ton of money on to make it what I need it to be. All right. So let's start off with the biggest thing that I have purchased, and that is the seat. That is the seat. Oh, and by the way, I'm not trying to promote anything specific, so I probably won't even tell you the name brands on the video. If you want to know what the name brands are, I will do my best to leave them in the comments section or in a link down below so that you can be able to check it out. But this is not me promoting anybody or anything. This is just the stuff that I bought because I like it and I wanted it or I needed it for whatever reason. So speaking of need, this seat right here. So this seat was something that I purchased because um, the original stock seat that came on here was a great seat, very comfortable. It was amazing for me and Amanda. But the problem is that I'm 5'7", folks. So I need every bit of help that I can get to be able to make sure I can be as flat-footed as possible, as much as I can, right? And so that seat was not allowing me to do so. It was more pushed back, and so when me sitting all the way back on the seat, it was like way over here, and so that would made it so that my legs were having to be spread out because I was too far from the front. So what I did was I bought this seat here, and this seat actually has went from here all the way forward to here, and it pushes me forward. So what it does is it allows my legs to be on the slimmer part of the seat, and it allows me to go further down. And this is what gives me the flat foot on the bike whenever I'm walking it out, because I'm able to flat foot it. I'm going to demonstrate that for you so you can see how well I can sit on the bike at 5'7". As you can see, I am completely flat footed. This is me being very comfortable, and I am flat footed on the ground. I can walk this thing forward or back if I needed to, if I wasn't on an incline, and it would be no problem at all. This seat is what allows me to do that. The original seat that came with this, it did make it a little difficult. I wasn't able to flat foot it, but I was still able to ride it. I just had to make some adjustments and do some different things. And if you're short, you've probably watched a million videos on what you can do, the tricks that you can do to be able to ride a bike that's bigger than you are as far as your height goes, and how you can handle it. So for me, I went and got the seat because I thought that was going to be the easiest thing. And sure enough, it was a huge help for me. And so, and plus, it just looks good, folks. This is a beautiful seat. Again, this is something that I felt I needed. All right. The next thing that I bought was this cup holder, and I'm going to give you a closer look here so you can see what that looks like. All right. So as you can see, this cup holder is absolutely, it's a simple cup holder. There's not a whole lot to it, but it can hold just about any size cup that you want. There is a little knob on the bottom that allows me to adjust. So if I loosen this up, that's it. Look at this. I can bring it as small as that, or I can bring it all the way out to there. And I can tell you that at this far out, it holds just about any size thermos cup that you can think of, just about. And I haven't had any issues with it. This is a really cool little cup holder that I got off of Amazon, and it was not expensive at all. So if you're looking for a cup holder that can hold any size cup, this is a good one. Again, I will leave the link in below if you would like to know the exact one that I bought. And then if we go around here, I went and bought this right here. This is my phone holder. The reason why I got this phone holder is because I can plug it up, as you can see right here. I can plug it up to my bike, and it will charge my phone wirelessly, and that was really cool to me. So I thought, why not get something like this? It really helps. And then when you put your phone in, that's what it does. It clamps down on it, and you can open it up at any size, and you just push your phone in and it clamps down on it. If once you push your phone on there, say your phone was in there, if I wanted to pull the phone out, all I have to do is push these sides in, and it pushes everything up, and then my phone comes right out. Love that phone holder. That is a big thing for me. All right, the next thing we have here is we have these little, I guess you can call little pockets where I have added to where the liquid cool system is at. I put these on here. It is really good for things like keys, because this is a key fob bike. Having your keys in there, it's just an easy place to put it. You don't have to put it in your pocket and make it bulky. As you can see, it opens up, and it has a pretty good space in it. It's not nothing amazing as far as space, but you can put like your wallet or your keys or something like that, or maybe even your glasses. I put my glasses in there as well, and I have one on both sides. This is great. It's magnetic, so it doesn't open up unless you put some force to it, and I think that's really cool. That's another thing that I added to the bike. That is about it, folks. If I have forgotten something, I will update you on that. But I think those are the main things about this bike that made me want to buy it, essentially. Everybody has their preferences. Everybody has their things that they like more than the others. This is just what I like. And I chose this bike because of all of these things that it has, and it fits me perfectly on what I'm looking for. I have, like I said before, I don't normally name my bikes, and I talked about this in a different video, but Jane is her name. And I tell you, this bike has a lot of power. It's strong. It's not a bike that you're going to just jump on and be like, let's fly, right? It's not, that's not what it's meant for. It's meant to cruise, right? So it's going to take its time getting up to speed, but it is amazing as far as power goes. I've took it through the mountains of West Virginia, and there was nothing it couldn't handle. I mean, I had this thing in cruise control going up hills, and it maintained its speed with no question. I really have no issues with this bike. Again, I might be a little biased because it's my bike, but that's okay. This is what you asked me for. You wanted to know the specs for the bike and why I bought it, and this is why I bought it. So I hope this has been informative. I hope you have enjoyed hearing about my bike, and that's pretty much what I got for you folks. So until next time, ride in peace, live on purpose, and I'll talk to you later. Peace. Until we meet again, I'm doing things differently, creating his image, trying to make his image visibly. My life is purpose, what I do deliberately. See, I'm alive in Christ, and every day I live is killing me.